Distress oxides are great. Stamping, ink blending, ink smooshing, they're all fun. But what about doing something different, something special?
Yes, I feel like I'm destined for something bigger.
Hold on, I've got a couple of ideas. The best way is to start from something that we know and try and juice it up a little bit. Like ink blending through a stencil.
Boring!
I know, but wait, I bet you haven't seen this before. Let's grab some cardstock, a stencil, and then this.
What on earth is that? I can't ink that up.
Have you lived under a storage tin? This is an embossing mat, and if we run our cardstock through our die cutting machine with this guy here, we're gonna end up with something really cool. Base plate, embossing mat, cardstock and stencil, plastic shim, and top mat, if you're using a Gemini. And now for some ink blending. If you're doing this at home, do not remove your stencil quite yet. You need to keep it in place and just blend on top of it as is. You can do this in many different ways, and in this case I'm going for grey cardstock and hickory smoke distress oxide for a tone-on-tone effect, but really you can experiment with lots of different combinations, even with pink.
Okay, so what's special about this?
This. You see? The embossing mat has created a raised pattern on the background, and because I did not remove the stencil, we now have only the raised parts that are inked up. And this is going to increase the visual dimension of our background, and the result is really cool.
I love this! I'm on the path to becoming something better. Let's keep going!
Alright, I'm gonna give you one more technique, but you guys, you're gonna get 9 more. Yeah, because I'm collaborating with 4 friends of mine today, and each of us is showcasing 2 different background techniques. So stay tuned until the end and make sure to watch all the videos because you're gonna have so many cool techniques in your arsenal. Alright, back to changing your life. Let's talk about ink smooshing, but on alcohol ink cardstock. Not tube of paper, alcohol ink cardstock.
I don't know if I can do it. I wasn't made for that.
I know, but trust me. Let's get ink smooshing. You guys know about ink smooshing, right? Press.
Ouch!
Spritz. Spoosh. And then rinse and repeat to build your layers with different colors. But don't forget to dry each layer before you move on to the next one, otherwise... disaster. Okay, fine, not exactly a disaster, but you're going to lose all the texture, which is the crucial part of this technique. For this background, I used spun sugar, Kitsch Flamingo, and picked raspberry, and here's how it looks after all the ink smooshing.
Girl, all this work and you make me look so dull.
Patience! I've got this one thing that's gonna change everything. This right here is Distress Micro Glaze, and it is a waxy product that you normally would use to make your inks and oxides waterproof. In this case though, it's going to do some magic. You just need to blend it over your background and take a look at how much texture and brightness this is bringing up. It's an entirely different background. I think this technique is super cool, and compare this to an ink smooshed background over watercolor cardstock. You can see for yourselves how much richer this is. It's the perfect background for a card.
Yay! I'm like a new ink pad now.
Now that we have given new life to our Distress Oxides, what if I told you that you can get texture on your backgrounds for free? Well, Gerry's gonna tell you in this video right here, so make sure to click and watch, and I'll meet you there because I wanna know too.